What about it?
I said hello to the internet.
What about the internet?
I said hello to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but what about it?
Everything. Mm-hmm. Hello, 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 and hello.
Yeah. Hi.
How's it going?
It's going.
Anybody in chat?
Everybody's in chat.
Yeah.
Daniela's back. Lewis is
Yeah,
there.
you're right.
Alex is there. I see Junior Herrera.
There it is.
Junior Herrera.
Herrera.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm gonna butcher everything. Scrolling up. Ashley, but she said she'll be back soon.
Smashly.
Rude.
Well, actually, that's a Twitch streamer. She used to be Smash. Yeah, she's Smashly now.
Alex made it. I'm glad. I was a little worried. Alex messaged me, said he thinks he's gonna be late, but he made it. He
He never misses a show.
He has once or twice.
He's never missed a show.
Where was he through all of season 3? Huh?
He's never missed a show that he tuned into since he first did that.
That's true.
Hi, everyone.
I have the Switch too. Vaccine. Still in Inhumans. There we go.
So something I want to give you guys a little heads up.
There we go.
Within the next 2 weeks, it's probably going to be later rather than sooner. We're don't freak out, but we're no longer going to be doing our live shows on YouTube. We will still be doing our live shows. We're going to be moving over to twitch.tv. If any of you guys are familiar with the Twitch platform, it is primarily gaming, but they've recently opened it up to more things. It has a lot better live following, so it's going to help us in the long run get more viewers, which allows us to do more things and stuff like that. It's also going to shorten the delay, which is probably the most important thing. As it stands right now, there's about a 20 to 30 second delay from what you guys type in chat to when we get to see it. Like, I mean, we see it as you type it, but then we're responding to it, and you're not hearing our response for 20 to 30 seconds. The delay on Twitch is 5 seconds, so it's gonna be pretty much instant.
Yeah, we'll be able to, interact with you guys a lot more.
Yes.
So it's gonna help everybody in the long run. We are gonna help every single one of you guys.
Don't worry.
Find it. It's really, really easy to use. I know you guys don't have it. It's simple. It signs up.
It isn't a thing you have to download or anything like that. I mean, unless you're on your phone.
Don't
worry about it.
I will actually set up a video when the time comes that will help you guys sign up and get through the setup process for it.
It's so simple.
It's really simple, and it's gonna be way better for everybody in the long run. Trust me. Our VODs are still going on YouTube, so the YouTube channel is not dying, but we're just moving the live broadcast to another service that is gonna benefit everybody. I'm telling you.
Don't worry, Lewis, that you don't have Twitch.
Yeah.
You just go to twitch.tv. And that's it.
Yeah, it's a website. It's just like YouTube.
It's just like YouTube. You can just make an account.
There is,
make a
yes.
YouTube account.
It is
There
a
is an
website. You
app.
can do the website, but yes, there's
But-
also an app if you want. You can watch it from your phone. You could watch
Anything mobile.
There's
In the
a mobile app,
convenience.
there's a PC app, and there's a web browser thing. So it's all the same way that you can watch YouTube. So
We will make sure we have all the information ready for you
Same
guys.
shit,
when
different
we-
place.
Yeah,
when,
it's gonna be. Yeah.
when we do the move. Like we'll give you, we'll post it on our Twitter. We'll put it in the video that we're gonna do to tell you how we're moving to Twitch. All that stuff. It'll be there available for you guys so that you don't have to worry about scrambling or anything like that.
Yep. It's gonna be really easy. It's
Let's
gonna be way better.
I've been
It's time
on
for a
Twitch.
change, you guys.
I've been on Twitch since it was Justin TV and Twitch was a separate entity.
Yeah.
So it's been about, I would say, a good 10 years,
Yeah.
if not a little shorter. So you guys, it's totally fine. Don't freak out about it. It isn't like, oh my God, I have to download all this crap. There
Luke
isn't
says he has a
anything.
tablet, so how can I watch it? You could either go to a website and type in www.twitch.tv, and then our address is /ASOTV podcast. Or you can go on your tablet app, be it the Google Play
Store.
Store, the iTunes store,
Apple Store.
yeah, Apple Store,
Yeah.
whatever. And there is a Twitch app in both of those. So
Yeah.
you can do it whatever way is better for you. If you don't have the space to download the app, you can still go through the browser and everything will function just fine. Or you could use the app, which will probably run a little smoother. So it's totally up to you guys.
Bunches.
And they have, I mean, Twitch is not just gaming. I mean, they have also, talk shows. They have creative people that do cosplay, people that do painting. So, I mean, it's a multi-platform.
Yeah.
Especially now. So
Yes.
Yep.
But right now, because it's Halloween, you're gonna get a lot of Friday the 13th shit. If you're not into that, that's fine. Just click away.
Yeah. As it stands right now, because this week we have to get things set up. We have to make it pretty and things like that. As it stands for this week, we don't have the time to set any of that up. This week is just way too busy. A group of the ASO TV podcast people, we get together every Halloween and we do something, and that's coming up this weekend. So things are going to be business as usual for this week and next week. So at the earliest, it would start the following week. So that would be at the very earliest, it would be starting November 6th. But that's not even set in stone yet. So
no.
We will let you guys know. Don't worry about it. We're not going to keep you guys in the dark.
Yep.
And most of us do stream on it.
Yeah.
If
right.
they following us already.
If you're following me on Twitch already, no.
All right. Are you guys ready? Can we stop?
Yep.
Nice and dead.
Nice and dead. Okay.
I guess I'm a little red.
You're so funny.
I can't with you. Okay. I
Okay.
cannot.
Wait.
But you can.
I lack the ability to can right now.
Kind of like Riverdale the other night.
Oh yes, I lacked the ability. I lacked it.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So let's get started. Would you guys ever consider doing a live podcast all together for the finale or something? What do you mean? You
I
mean
think they
live
mean with-
during while it's airing? While the finale is airing, you mean?
That doesn't work because we have so many overlapping podcasts.
I will.
And they're different
Like
time
to-
zone.
Yeah.
Different time zones. Because when they're watching it like at 8 o'clock over in the east, it's only 5 o'clock here. So yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
and that, and I'm not home usually. I'm not available during Fridays when it's airing, so probably not, to be honest. But yeah, things will go business as usual. All right. Anyway, starting in 5, 4, 3. Warning. This podcast contains gardens. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 7, Episode 3, A Garden of Forking Paths. I'm your host, Dom. Joining me is Jake, Nikki, and Rachel. How's it going?
It's going. I figured since, Halloween won't be doing Halloween, dress up.
Yeah. So, how is everybody?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh,
You're dead.
rest in peace.
How do you think it's going? It's boring. Just hanging around with Robin Williams all day.
Oh,
Come on.
Wah,
Fuck,
wah.
fuck you. Like, you're so close to him.
No, I have met him though.
He dated somebody in my family. Very, very distant person, but yes.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. So I know we were really worried this episode that the Lucy going into the well and all that was going to be way too similar to season 1 Henry going into the mines. And yes, like I mentioned last week, it's probably going to parallel it. And it did. Lucy even referenced it. It's exactly like when you did this,
Mm-hmm.
But what I thought was really interesting here was what was actually found in the mines.
Just a glass
In the
slipper.
wall.
No, not the glass slipper.
Oh, the thing that Lucy found was far different than what Lady Tremaine
Yes.
found. Yeah.
Yes. What Lady Tremaine found, that changes everything, right? Found Anastasia's
They are going to
coffin.
forever taunt us with this. They're forever and ever and forever. They're like looking at us. They're like, you're never getting her. Never.
No, they're gonna give it to us. But I think this already right here confirms for us that this is not the same Anastasia that we knew from
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderland.
Well, clearly not.
Yeah.
No, she's 14.
She died. She died when she was 14.
Yeah.
And she died. So
Yeah.
it's like, they're like, you're never getting her.
So there goes that possible theory out the window. But yeah, so apparently Anastasia has been preserved until Lady Tremaine can find a way to save her. And doing so requires the purest of hearts. And it seems like it's Henry's heart that she's after, the heart of the truest believer.
She's like, I did some research on Henry. Mhm.
Henry's not pure anymore, guys. Like, Miss Tremaine, seriously, whatever the frig your name is, Belfry, he's not pure anymore. He
Under
may
this
still
curse,
have...
he's not.
No, even before, like, he's no longer. Yes, he has the heart of the truest believer, but his heart isn't as pure and innocent as it was when we first met him. If anything, she's gonna have to look to Lucy, and she's not gonna be able to do it.
No, it's like, it's in her head that it might possibly have to be Lucy, but she's like, nope, we're going to go this route. We're not even going to look at that over there.
It's
We're going to
kind of
pretend
like
that doesn't.
it's
look.
kind of like when Regina said, "Oh, I love my horse, my steed, my horse the most. So I'm gonna use my
Mhm.
horse's heart to set off the first curse." But in turn, she had to use her dad's heart.
She knew it. She knew it was supposed to be her dad.
It's kind of the same. It is another parallel
Mhm.
that they're trying to throw at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually really, really interested in this storyline.
Mhm.
I also kind of doubt now, because one of our theories was Anastasia was possibly Hook's daughter, and that seems to be out the window as well. Not impossible, but unlikely.
Mhm.
So that leaves us very little to go off of now.
I mean, all we know is that Tremaine blames Cinderella's dad for her death, but in
Because of
reality, it was Cinderella's doing. But we don't know what she did because she won't say anything.
Mhm.
No, is it her dad took the blame because he knew what happened, and
I
that's
don't
why?
know. Something like that. That's what it sounds like. It's like, I think it's something that happened, like they were playing and something happened, and Cinderella blames herself, but then her dad's like, no, it was my fault because I let you guys go do that or something. Something stupid like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Who do you think? Because I mean, all this for Hook's daughter anyway. This excludes Anastasia, but I think still on the table is Alice and Rapunzel. I think those
Yeah.
are the two most likely candidates right now. I know
Or she
Anastasia
could
was one
not
of our
be
theories.
or she could not be a character.
I mean, it's possible, but I feel like it's just gonna be weird to like, oh, we found your daughter, and she's just someone we've never heard of. That just doesn't make sense
Yeah.
from a storytelling point of
They
view.
would definitely still have how many episodes now? What is this? Episode 4 or 3? We still have like 21 episodes or something.
If
So
there's anything that we've ever learned from Once Upon a Time, is everybody's connected.
Mhm.
So, just having her be random handmaiden number 1 is going to be really weird. So it's got to be somebody we know.
Well, unless Random Handmaiden #1 is like fucking interesting and they make her a character.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh, they killed off the last random handmaiden.
Oh yeah, she was nice.
But here we get Cinderella's centric episode. We get to see that she did in fact go looking for Henry. She tried to meet at the spot. She did leave the slipper there for Henry to find. But it was the guards that showed up to stop her. And Tiana comes in and saves her.
Tiana.
So
Tiana's
that we finally get Tiana's
She
story.
is a badass.
I love her.
Yep.
She
We
was
find out
looking at Hook like he was a piece of meat. I'm sorry.
we
She
find out
was.
that Tiana is the leader of the resistance. She wants to overthrow Lady Tremaine. And apparently Cinderella's father died standing up to Lady Tremaine. So they go to the resistance camp, and this is where Henry, Regina, and Rogers shows up to the resistance.
That
I
was
feel like in the back flash, like the flashes, the flashbacks, he's still Hook. He's still a Captain Hook, but Rogers is in.
Well, yeah.
Well, what
Yeah.
else are we supposed to call
well,
him?
it's kind of funny.
If we
It's
call him
kind of
Hook,
funny.
then we still have
We
Hook
get
in Storybrooke, so we have to
Yeah.
distinguish him as something different.
I do find it funny when Henry was introducing, this is my mom, and so if this is your mom, does this mean it's your dad? He's like,
No.
no,
Not really.
not really.
Because it's really hard to explain, because it's like, well, technically, he's a Wish version of my mother's new husband, which kind of makes him my dad, but because he's
He's
not
my
directly, he's my Wish stepdad. Like, it's just better off to not go into an explanation on
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So,
It's like,
but yeah, I think from this point on, to distinguish like Hook from Wish Hook, Wish Hook just I can't bring myself to say that every time that I'm
we
referring
can just
to
call
Hook.
him Rogers.
So yeah, I'm gonna continue to call him Rogers from this point
Yeah,
on.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day in the Enchanted Forest.
Is that even what this is called?
No, it's
No.
just called the Another Realm. That's the
Another
only
Realm.
name we've
That's
got.
the literal name.
Another Realm.
Another, because a fucking another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're more welcoming to this new crew of people only because Regina knows her way around magic. That's really it. Cinderella gets concerned and she goes and talks to Lady Tremaine herself, and she's like,
Well,
"Look,
no, she doesn't get concerned. When Tiana showed her the picture of the box, she's like, "Have you seen this box? Do you know what it is?" Since Lady Tremaine's looking for
Right.
it. She was like,
right."
in
So
the
she's
picture-
concerned with what's
in the
going on with
picture,
that box.
It looked like a little jewelry box.
Yeah, at first. I
So
was
when
like,
when I actually saw the box, I was like,
Oh, that's a coffin.
"Oh, that's a coffin." Like,
Well, I was
there's
like,
a dead
oh.
person in there.
"What's in the box?" Yeah, she was like, as soon as she said that, I was like, "How can you not tell that she knows what that box is?" Because it was written all over her face.
Yeah, she knew. Oh, she
She's
knew.
not a very good liar, this Cinderella.
No. So Lady Tremaine kind of cuts a deal with her, says that she'll stop all of this if she gets Henry's heart. So she places an enchantment on Cinderella's glove, which we're assuming allows her to rip out enchanted hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've seen this before in season 2.
Okay, we all know that his heart is protected. Regina put a protection spell on Henry's heart. There's no way she could have got it out anyways.
I think they figured that out because I know they were talking about Lucy at one point, and they said her heart is protected too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Only-
I mean,
Oh, yeah, only when they when they lose all hope and all faith, that's when their heart isn't protected anymore.
Yeah.
So.
But Regina actually stops her from removing a second heart, which was going to be like the cobbler's heart, because she was just going to hand this heart to Lady Tremaine and be like, this is Henry's heart.
Very, very Snow White of her.
Very,
Yeah.
very Snow White of her. But Regina stops her and removes the enchantment. And just gives her like this little pep talk to forgive herself and everything. And so now I guess Cinderella realizes, the cinder aspect is bad. So she wants to be just called Ella now, which is fine because that's what her name was originally in the original story. It was Ella, and because she had cinders on her dress all the time because she worked and stuff, the evil stepsisters teased her and called her Cinderella as like
Well, her bed was by the straw by the fire heart.
Yeah.
To keep warm, so the cinders. Yeah.
Yeah. So the name Cinderella has always been kind of like this bad thing. It's never been good. So I like now that she's just gonna go under Ella.
Mm-hmm.
So but yeah, that's pretty much it for the flashbacks. Then in present day, we find out that Lucy and Jacinda are exchanging letters at the well. And Victoria comes in and starts tearing the place apart for what she says are condos, not realizing she's really after Anastasia's coffin that's underneath.
which she grabbed before Henry and Lucy went down there, I assume.
Yeah. Either that or it was down an alternate path, one that they didn't take.
Or behind a hidden door.
Or cloaked in magic spell that you couldn't see.
Cloaked.
Or they went through a portal to another dimension to get it.
Or it was just there.
Yeah.
And Henry, Ronnie, and Rogers all plan this stakeout. They put Henry on research. Ronnie's
He's like,
on...
yeah, great.
Ronnie's on ears. She's listening, see what's going on around the town. And Rogers runs into a little bit of trouble when Weaver comes in and asks him to do something.
He's just like, no, I have other things to do, sorry.
There was a parking ticket I have to take care of when I was
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah. And Weaver's seeing right through this shit.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
He's not having any of it. So he actually stakes out Rogers while Rogers is staking out Victoria.
No, he's taking out Michael more. See what happens. But I was like trying to figure out who this guy Michael Griffin's going to end up being. I mean, with them having Tiana, is he going to be Naveen or is he going to be someone else?
I don't think he's Naveen.
Well, we don't know that.
No, but I really, really, really don't think.
I
he's
really
Naveen.
hope so. I hope he isn't, but
Yeah.
he might be another version of him. We don't know.
I feel like he'd want. Oh, I don't know.
Because Naveen was pretty self-centered and money greedy at the beginning of Princess Frog, so
Well, that's because he had no money to begin with. That's why he was acting that way. He was acting like he had the money, but he really didn't. That's why he.
Well, I
wanted
know that,
more.
but I'm saying he was still.
This guy looks like seems like he's loaded no matter what.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He might not even be a storybook character. He might just actually be one of the people that comes in and out of the town.
He might be. I don't know. They focus on him enough, and Tremaine knows him quite well. So I don't know.
In the meantime, Jacinda is working on a petition to save the garden. If the place is deemed by the public a place of value, that they could possibly save it. So she gets hundreds and hundreds of signatures. People are lining up to sign this petition when Victoria comes along and offers her a deal. Gives her Akondo and Lucy to burn the petition.
Which was never gonna happen.
Oh, was
She
it? It was
fucking
never
bluffing
gonna
the
happen.
whole time, and Jacinda fell for it. And this is where I start disliking characters.
Well, Jacinda is just like right now. She's only thinking. Oh, she only has one thought. She wants to get Lucy back. She wants to get Lucy back. She's not thinking about anything else. And it's like you need to stop and think about everything else that's going on. You can't just be like, you know, so have your blinders on so much that you can't see what else is going on around you.
Like, well, she's still playing the role of Cinderella. She's letting Lady Tremaine walk all over her the way she did in the other realm. So, like, she hasn't changed. But like Lucy said, this episode she is changing. She is becoming the person that is standing up for the good of everybody else. And because Lucy's like, you know what? Because you did what you did, I don't even want to be with you. And that's where Jacinda was like, what?
Yeah.
My daughter just disowned me. Like, what the heck?
I mean, Jakori in chat says too, I'm mad Tremaine got her to burn it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's
totally
what
feel
said.
for Lucy there, you know?
Well, it was. I mean, she has right now. Tremaine has all the leverage on Jacinda, like no one. She has all the leverage. Jacinda has nothing,
I mean,
and so
from Lucy's point of view, she's trying to break a curse and you know all that, so she's looking at it a little different. From Jacinda's point of view, that's not real. That's a fantasy, you know, that's all going on, that, you know, and she just wants her daughter back, and she wants a life for her daughter. So when she's offered this deal, it makes sense for her to take it. You know, whether or not Tremaine's actually going to hold up to that end of the bargain, still, it kind of remains to be seen. We don't know how she is with her bargains or deals or anything like that. She may, even though she's, you know, she may be like Rumple in that term where she honors her deals, even though Rumple is, you know, this conniving little whatever imp. You know, he still holds true to his deals. We don't know if that's the case with Victoria. So I understand why Jacinda took it, and I'm not really that upset at her, but from Lucy's point of view, I'm definitely upset at Jacinda for doing that, because we know the curse is real, you know, and all that, taking that into factor. Yeah, that's not a good move. So, you know, Jacinda realizes this was important to Lucy, and she makes a go at making a second petition. And she's like, everybody, you sign it, and then we plant, and we do stuff, and we fix this garden and make it all nice. So, while this is going on, Henry's just like, yeah, you know, he leaves. And Lucy kind of stops him and is like, look, here's this slipper that we found in the mine. And he's like, I thought this was, you know, you give this to your mom or whatever. And he's like, yeah, she doesn't need it. She believes, she's already on the path to believing you need it. And anyway, it's the prince that ends up with the slipper. So here we are, Henry. You know, Henry needs the slipper, not Cinderella.
I mean, I love her little speech about the whole, like, you went to the graveyard and they weren't there, were they?
No, he went to the address and there wasn't even a graveyard there to see.
And Lucy was just all up on it. She was just like, they weren't there.
Yeah.
And he's like making excuses. So what if it was wrong place? And what's, you know, blah, blah, blah. I had the wrong address.
For this particular cemetery, is it the curse breaking and it just appeared again? Or is this planted? Or did he actually go to the wrong address?
This is a different cemetery, I think. I think it's one that showed up and he sucks. When we looked at it, he was just like, oh.
Yeah, like it wasn't there
before.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the way I think it works is the town exists and it's existed and these people are living in it and they're cursed. But when they leave, they start losing more of their memories. So I think Henry, who may have ended up there when the curse dropped and now lives a little down the street, moved out, he may have forgotten about it and jumbled memories and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I think it was put there because the way that Lady Tremaine was talking about it afterwards, kind of, she was just like, we don't have to worry about him, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So she might have said, okay, well, that's a problem because he's been looking for the graves of his daughter and his wife, and he's not finding it. So guess what? We're going to put one in so he can find it.
I feel like the graveyard came about because more people are coming together. They're coming back to the town. They're starting to believe in certain things, not this curse, but believe in other things, which does kind of count as magic, right? Because this was proved in, which season was it, 5? When Henry gets all those people at that square and they believe, and there's a little bit of magic that pops out of the fountain in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like this is the same kind of deal, except, this cemetery appeared, and Victoria, she said, I know he's looking for his wife and daughter. Let's plant these graves in this newly popped up cemetery because this is the best thing that could happen right now because it makes him not believe in what Lucy's telling him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she's trying to take everything from Lucy, from whatever that character, whoever's in the tower that she's having, says, she's trying to take everything from Lucy, so Lucy has no hope.
Yeah, but we learned the names now of Henry's family. It was Abigail Mills, his daughter, and Lauren, his wife, of his cursed family, not his real family. Mm-hmm. But then, toward the end of the episode, we have Victoria. And this is where we find out she has Anastasia's body, that it was buried in the garden. And she's bringing it to, this underground storage facility.
No, it was up above.
I thought the elevator was going down.
No, it was going up. It went from the garage up. It was going up. Oh. Because as soon as she came out, the guy says, what brings you to the top of your tower?
Oh, okay. So it's the top of her tower then. We find an old lady chained up into the basement.
She's not old.
She's old. She's
haggard. She's ragged. She's not old.
She's known right now. The only information that Once Upon a Time has released for her name is the Old Witch. That's her name right now.
Okay.
She looks like she's my age.
And we kind of get confirmation here that Victoria is not cursed, and neither is the witch. Because I was actually, this is something I've been wondering this whole time, if Victoria was actually cursed or not.
I think we knew that because she's been pushing out fairy tale characters specifically.
Right, but we still never had 100% confirmation until now. This is like that moment of, did we know if Rumpel was under the curse or not? We didn't know until a little bit into the first season. But here, her cursed self could have been programmed to move people out. We don't know that for sure, but now we do. We know that she is not cursed, and neither is the lady in the basement. And she said, tower, and said, letting this witch live is basically the peace offering. The rumor now is that this witch is actually Mother Gothel from Tangled. So,
who was a haggard old lady?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love the fact that she's not afraid to stand up to Lady Tremaine. She's like, well, who's really the prisoner here?
Yeah, who's really the prisoner? For a moment, I was really hoping for Madame Mim. I was really hoping for her.
Well, they haven't dug that far into the dam.
No.
For that, when they had the fucking Sword in the Stone season.
Yeah, I know they should have friggin' done it. But
it would have been a better villain than Dark Swan.
Oh God, yeah.
Villain.
Crusty white hair.
Fucking dry, fucking Dove shampoo.
But yeah, no, she's like, yeah, she has a point. Who's really cursed? Who's really imprisoned? Because apparently, Tremaine is going to rely on whoever this is for something. So she
bring
has
back.
Yeah, so she has to. So it's like, yeah, you can't do anything to me because if you do something to me, you don't get your daughter back.
Mm-hmm. So my theory, I think it was last episode, of Lady Tremaine casting the Dark Curse using Anastasia's heart. That's not true now. But then it started getting me thinking, well, who did cast the curse? We don't even know if Lady Tremaine is the one who casted it.
No, we don't.
It could have been her.
Because,
Oh.
maybe.
All we know
If it
it
was
could've
Lady
been Cinderella.
Maybe. Well, then who did she sacrifice? Because you need to sacrifice, the thing that you love most. So that's why I was thinking the reason why Anastasia isn't here and why, we only have Gisela is because she took Anastasia's heart and used that to cast the curse. And maybe that's why I thought Gisela was going to turn on her mother, because she clearly knows that you love Anastasia more than me.
Well, we're under the impression that this is the same curse as the curse that created Storybrooke. And under the
It's a
Storybrooke
different-
curse, that the requirement was the heart. That may not be the case for this curse.
Yeah, this is different. It's not necessarily the place. It's not the place that's cursed. It's just the people. So they can move out. It's just the people that are cursed. It's not the actual place.
Yeah.
Which is a little different.
So we
But
don't
I
know-
like my theory. But I like my theory better.
Yeah, I'm just saying we don't know the stipulation around the curse itself. We don't know
Yeah.
what the requirements for casting it were.
I don't think they would do a carbon copy curse for this.
No.
It has to be the same, but not at the same time, kind of thing. Like, they have to give us a little bit of a twist to
Yeah.
keep us on our toes.
Yep.
So yeah. They're just gonna tease us with Anastasia forever and ever, because they know we want the Once Upon a Time in Wonderland Anastasia, but they're just
Yeah.
gonna fuck with us.
To answer your question, Alex, if Mother Gothel has the same magic ability as Rapunzel, because they are talking about resurrecting the dead, I don't think so. I think Rapunzel could straight up heal somebody. I don't think she could bring somebody back from the dead.
Yeah, she can. She did it in the movie.
Oh, did
Well,
she?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
technically, Anastasia's not. She's mostly dead. She still has her last breath in her.
Yes, she still has her last breath, so she can be healed. She's not dead, but
All she needs is a chocolate-covered hazelnut.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think that Mother Gothel has the healing power. She needs the heart in order to heal, whereas Rapunzel can just heal.
So, yeah, no. She's only mostly dead. There's a difference.
Yeah.
But there's a couple titles coming up this season that all revolve around gardens. So, I mean, we had episode 3, which is The Garden of Forking Paths. Episode 7 is Eloise Gardener. And episode 11 is called The Secret Garden. So,
Book reference.
I love that movie.
yeah. So, it's a lot of garden references, so I'm wondering how all that's going to tie in.
Well, the Secret Garden is a book, so I'm wondering if that's just the title they're using, or are we going to get characters from that book in the show?
I've only ever seen the movie, and it's very foggy for me.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
I still love the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this has to be Mother Gothel. I don't see anyone else this witch could possibly be, knowing Rapunzel's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes the most sense. And we have an episode coming up also called The Eighth Witch.
8.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Episode 10 is called The Eighth Witch.
Who are the 7?
Yeah,
Where the other
Who are the
stuff?
first 7? And does that include the Wicked Witch of the West?
I hope
Okay,
so.
can we count these off?
We could.
I mean, there's Cora,
Okay.
there's Regina, there's Zelina,
Are Cora and Regina witches?
I don't think they are.
there's
Well,
they're
witch is
more like
a broad term.
Yeah, they're more of a sorceress. So like, we can even Zelina is more of a sorceress than a witch. She just dresses up like a witch.
No, she's
But, like-
considered the Wicked Witch. So.
Well, she's
The-
yeah.
But if you look at her history in Once Upon a Time, it's less witchy. It's more sorceress. But like Ursula is a sea witch, right?
Well, there's a sea
that
witch,
count?
there's the sea witch Ursula, then there's the sea goddess Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Blind Witch.
Yep.
There's the good
Did-
witch of North and South.
Yeah.
They're still witches.
Maybe it is
Maleficent's
another.
not a witch.
Maybe it is a Wizard of Oz thing, and they've only told us about the four witches when
Well, there's
they,
4 witches,
they
and then
included
there's
Dorothy as one of the witches too, right? At one point, they tried to sub her in for Zelina.
I guess.
I
don't
don't.
know,
I
that
don't
whole
think
thing
she
is
actually
bullshit
got
to me.
officiated in, but
No, but I mean, that just opens up the door. If it is, say, an Oz-centric kind of episode, maybe there are other witches just there, and that's what they're referring to.
Well, there are other witches in Oz besides the 4.
Yeah.
Like Mamba and all the other evil ladies, because Oz is actually a very heavily female populated country, which I'm hoping we go back there because we are supposed to get Zelina back.
Yeah.
yeah. We also had the Bear King witch.
Oh. Bear King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brave.
Oh yeah. The witch with the square butt.
Mm-hmm.
The old lady.
There's also, the Snow Witch.
Snow
She's
Queen.
dead.
Snow Queen. I don't think she was classified as a witch. I'm just the ones that were blatantly called witches. So we have the Bear King witch. We have this witch. We have the Witch of the East, the Witch of the North. We have Zelina.
There is one
the
of the South.
Blind
So.
Witch.
Does the seer count?
Not really.
She is a seer, but in the Bible, the seer of Endor is translated into the witch of Endor. So
I think we're getting too literal when we
Mhm.
say when we're including the term witch as their description. I think it's just way too literal at this point.
I'm just going for the ones that were actually called witches on the show.
But-
Not
would
Blind
they
Witch
their
is
bring
dead,
these
right?
characters back?
We
I mean,
only have
Blind Witches in the
7.
Underworld.
We only have 7 right now, if we're including the Witch of the South. We have 7 witches, including the one we met this episode. I don't know if that's going to go in that direction, or if this is going to be a new sect of witches that happen to have 8 members,
Okay.
I mean,
Because this is a new realm, so I don't know if the 8th witch is the witch of this realm.
Mama
or if it's
Odie?
of all realms, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Have to wait and see.
yeah.
It's a lot of speculation right now because they're not really showing any of their hand, which is kind of cool because it keeps you on your toes.
Yep.
Daniela, I did mention the Blind Witch is dead, but then I forget that, we are dealing with the other realm, as they've said it many times. So maybe she's alive in this particular realm.
They don't have to be alive to be labeled as the 7
No,
or 8
exactly.
witches.
I'm saying if they have an actual
Yeah.
presence.
Yeah, but I'm saying if there's only 8 witches in the known universe, that doesn't mean if one died that one's still not the 8th witch,
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying maybe
I
she
didn't say
is
you
alive.
said that. I'm just explaining.
I think we're spending too much time on this, and we should wait and see. Because literally, we're just shooting.
Is that
we're
even the
shooting an
next
assault rifle into the dark.
Wait, that's not even the next episode, is it?
No.
It's down the line.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
The witches of Macbeth.
I'm
I don't know.
just trying to get some talk going on what these witches could be.
Well,
this-
I don't think
it
they're going to bring
pertains to this witch
Shakespeare.
here.
So in chat, they're saying the witches of Macbeth, but those were 3. Macbeth's,
And
ugly
they're
sisters.
more related to a telling of the fates
Yeah,
rather than witches. But I mean, you could probably classify them as.
but I don't think they would bring Shakespeare into this show.
No.
No.
Good.
Maybe in the library, pick the book off the shelf and read it.
They
This is
could.
too fucking long.
So do you guys have anything else for this episode?
Nope.
It's a
Not really.
pretty straightforward episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
I like getting more Tiana, but didn't get enough Tiana.
We need more just Princess and the Frog things. in
I was
general, because
hoping
there's
for
some-
more.
We're
I was
not-
hoping for more when she jumped down into the caverns. I was hoping for more than just a glass slipper. And I was like, oh, come on.
Did we
Yeah.
mention that Weaver actually got Michael Griffin on his side in order to be eyes for Victoria? Because
Yeah.
that's really interesting. After after Hook arrests him, Weaver lets him go, but says, next time include me because we could use this shit.
Basically.
He doesn't like Victoria as much as everybody else, but he says you have to play it sensitive with her because she could throw a bomb down immediately. So.
Yep.
I think that Michael Griffin, he's someone important.
Well, he is probably someone. I just don't think he's Naveen.
No.
Yeah.
We don't know. No one knows.
Anyway, next episode is called Beauty. Finally get our Halloween episode. It's Halloween in Hyperion Heights, and Victoria forces Ivy to take Lucy trick-or-treating. Meanwhile, Tilly appears to be waking up from the curse and is intent on leading Weaver to the truth. But not if Victoria can help it. In a flashback, Rumple and Belle seek the answer to a prophecy that could cement their happy ending. So, finally get Return of Belle. And seems like we're going to get Rumple's backstory. So, hopefully we find out how Rumple became Weaver.
And I have to come up with a new costume. Maybe I'll just eat candy.
All right. Well, I think that about does it. Jake, where can people find you?
You can find me and all of my giggles and gore and monsters and mayhem here on YouTube at Jacob Salazar, or you can find me on Twitter, tweeting me throughout the week throughout the life at ToNowhereLand. That is TONOWHERELAND. Join the Nowhereland Society.
Excellent. Nikki, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVenom24.
Yeah. Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at VikingWitch76. I don't need to spell it out because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to spell. And on Twitch at VikingWitch. Well, that's not my problem.
You can find me down below at I Can't Spell. And you can find all of us. And you can find all of us and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube. Coming soon to Twitch.tv at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Till next time. See you guys later. See you in Twitch. We will probably have next week's show here as well, Danielle, so don't worry.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh, right in the middle of that show, freaking tickle in the back of the throat. Yeah, I ran out of water.
Fun.
Oh god, no, that was fun.
No,
Next
but
podcast is 99% sure going to be on YouTube.
we might be a few weeks out as far as completely transitioning to Twitch, but it's going to happen.
Yep.
Well, we'll have a little bit of reprieve during the break.
Yeah, the winter break.
We can get everything put together then.
I'm expecting us to be on there before then.
Yep, well, I'm just saying. There's going to be a little breaks here and there, so.
Yeah.
Yes, Riverdale is on tonight.
I actually gotta go take care of a few things. I gotta prepare for my travels tomorrow, so I'm
This
gonna
is
jet,
the
guys.
shortest Once podcast ever. It was pretty short, but it was a pretty straightforward episode. There's not really too much to speculate on, to be honest.
Nope. Just like in Humans, it was very straightforward.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. Sometimes we get episodes that are really good, but they're straightforward. There's not too much to discuss or speculate on. Not a lot of new information.
Yep.
So, it happens.
It does happen. Unfortunately, sometimes. Oh, vey.
But yeah.
Let's see who's in chat. Everybody.
Everybody.
Y'all know who you are. You guys are great.
I'm still thinking about it. I need to watch later tonight on Twitch.
So, Alex, you watch Riverdale. I want to know, am I the only one who does this? Because the Riverdale cast, their faces are so expressive, I just like to turn down the volume and make up what they're saying.
That would be amazing.
That
I
is
do it with this show
fantastic.
sometimes too.
I guess Henry was a teenager when Gideon was a baby. So is that sloppy writing?
No. Just
Weird,
depends on what realm he grew up in. Grew
weird
up
time
faster.
shit. Okay, so I want to do a series now, probably on my channel, where like I just take some famous scenes from Once Upon a Time and then I dub over what they're saying. It was my wedding day, and I told y'all nobody else wear white. Oh, we do this every time she gets married. I was doing this on the wedding episode.
So it's like that bad lip reading channel on
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, that one. Well, all
That
the
is
other ones.
hilarious. I love that lip read. They're
I
hilarious.
love the Walking Dead musical, the Broadway musical episode that that lip sync people do.
Did you see the? It's old, but it's the Game of Thrones one. But they're in the medieval. It's like a medieval Ren fair.
No.
Oh my god, hilarious! I don't even watch Game of Thrones, and it made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, y'all. I think I will do that because like it's really funny when we transition from present time to like flashback time. So we'll have one character talking in the present, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like I should have like worn shoulder pads today, but like my pantsuit just wasn't fitting correctly." And then whoa, what the fuck? How did I get in this damn forest?
How did I get in the horse? Oh. Ow, my hair is like knots now for some reason.
You guys
I'm
said
thinking
Walking
of
Dead is
chop-
fantastic. Yeah, Walking Dead's really good this season.
So I'm thinking of chopping my hair up. What do you guys think?
What do you mean by chopping it off?
Going short again?
Yeah, how short?
Probably about chin length, like I've always had it.
Yeah.
I won't do a pixie cut or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
if you were gonna tell me you were going full Britney, I'd be like, no.
Oh no. I don't know. My hair is just getting unruly. It's like thin hair, but it's like a lot of it, so I'm like it's really thick. And Chris rolls over on it in the middle of the night.
Fun.
Yeah, so much fun. I try to roll over. Ah, crap! You're on my hair. Keep it long. I don't know. I might wait till next summer to cut it. Let's see how long it gets. Anyhow.
Well, I'm gonna go. I need to eat something because my body's empty.
My eyes are rejecting the makeup I have on today for some reason because I don't ever wear makeup. And they're like going, "We're gonna water," and your eye makeup just gonna go down your face because that's how it wants to do.
But yes, I will be watching Thor 3. Alex.
Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for coming. Talk to you guys later.
All right, we're gonna take this down, guys. Thank you for joining. Sorry it was a short stream tonight, but that happens. And we'll see you guys again Monday. By the way, for those of you that watch all or most of our shows, American Horror Story and Inhumans are basically swapping slots. So next Inhumans is probably gonna be Monday. So we will see you guys then. Have a good weekend and enjoy.